The boldest career move ever. The trouble with being a live wire, where do you plug in? To step all the way outside of a problem to reveal and then introduce a new solution means that you have to take the biggest of chances. The one I took is to show you how far you sometimes have to go to get the right job done. You have to trust that when you have a product or service that adds real value, and that when you persist in creating and delivering it to the market, that it will sooner rather than later find its audience and return its worth for the value it has provided. But it is a big step, and you can't see where you're about to land. When I began writing It's Their Job But It's Your Career, I knew that in order for it to really add value, I had to take on some of the worst and most uncomfortable problems we are dealing with in the economy. The real problems we're dealing with, not just the complaints we are all already aware of. The trouble is, those problems are tied closely to our lives and livelihoods, and that makes the subject very sensitive for people. Plus, people don't really want to know what they are doing wrong. They'd much rather have someone making up for their weaknesses like a good teammate would. So instead of preaching to the choir about the need for corporate cultural change and counseling any one person on the value of investing in their career, I decided to build myself an empire. I figured that at minimum, you would appreciate one person walking up to the worst of corporate America and daring it to disagree with anything I have to say or offer. You may not work for the worst, but someone out there does. And that person is so overwhelmed with dysfunction that they can't recognize the help that is now coming into the market. My goal was to show you that this brand called Career Underground is a shield for anyone that needs protection from the cutthroat injustices of the worst of the modern economy, everything that they have to throw at us. My goal was to make It's Their Job But It's Your Career a weapon for a currently unarmed workforce. My goal was to show you or anyone how to build a successful career of your own in parallel with the buildup of this thing called Career Underground. My biggest problem has been deciding what I want to do now that it's time to make money again. You saw my resume. What do you think? What do you think I should do? What would you do if you were me? My aim is to take Career Underground all the way, as far as it will go. But to do that, it's a big step into the unknown over and over and over again. And it's frightening, it's intimidating, it's full of unknowns and mistakes that I'm bound to make. It's also possible that it is as good as advertised if only I can remember that I already understand the lessons of how to do it, how to build this thing, how to make it into its fullest potential. What should I do? Should I get a day job? Or should I continue to work to empower the individual and equip the middle class with an armament of professional insight that unleashes their fullest potential? Should I bother to try to force change upon the worst of corporate America, or should I succumb to the criticisms and allow the status quo to continue to rule over our lives and our complacency? I have 100 packages that need to be delivered. If you want to help me get them into the mail, this is your chance to participate in becoming the change we all want to see in the world. I don't want to quit my mission of building Career Underground. We've barely just begun. To sponsor a package, go to fundly.com/careerunderground. I cannot wait